Hello. Um, it's day 2. I'm gonna hurry the fuck up and do this because I've had a long ass day at work and I just want to go to bed. So, and I'm sick. Today, yeah, sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. Fuck. This computer sucks dick. Um, it's dreams, career goals, and aspirations. Well, the funny thing about pregnancy is, well, it's also exciting and all that shit. It also makes you kind of scared shitless about your future. I was already out of school anyway, and unsure about what I wanted to do. And I'm even more unsure. I was in school for psychology up until fall quarter of 2011 is when I quit going, and it was just because I ran out of money, and then I couldn't get any financial aid because my parents make too much. But I was kind of starting to like get a little rusty. I wasn't liking the whole. I don't know. Psychology is totally different things when you like. I don't know, when you like it as like a hobby and when you like it as like, I don't know, something to read about like in your spare time, as it like, when you're like studying it, and it becomes like so by the book, I guess. And I just don't like that. I don't want to be that like psychologist that's like, like 35 more minutes. Like, I mean, I'm not saying you have to be like that, but most places are, and it's just, I've never wanted to be like the looking in a book and diagnosing my patient and giving them some antidepressants and then having them be on their way. Like, and I guess I didn't realize like how it just is really becoming that, and I just got really disappointed, and it just wasn't everything I thought it was. So then I was thinking about going to nursing school, and I don't do well with like the bodily fluids. I can't wipe people's asses. I can't fucking deal with people puking. I can't, like, yeah, and I'm having a kid, right? Yeah, I'm freaking out. But I mean, everyone says it's different when you have your own kid, so I'm hoping like I don't totally fail at life. Like, I can do like dirty diapers with babies, but like once they get like 3, like you need to wipe your own fucking ass, okay? Like I can't handle that, and so maybe after I get the baby and like I'm doing that stuff on the regular, like maybe I'll be fine and I will be able to do that. But nurses have to do all that all the time for grown ass adults, and I can't. I just no. So I'm pretty clueless. If I were to do anything, I'd probably just go back for psychology because I do love it. I do, like, I have a knack for it, like, I just get it. Like, I read it and I get it and I understand it, and it really does, like, I have a passion for it, and maybe I was getting scared, and that's why I was, like, coming up with excuses for, like, why I didn't want to do it, and, like, I could always, like, be more of, like, a social worker or a counselor, or, like, not, like, like, obviously, like, a psychiatrist, you have to go to medical school for, so fuck that, but, I mean, I'd rather be more of a counselor, like talking to fix things. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm blabbering. I have a head cold, and it was so chaotic at work, and I don't even know what's going on. So, and other than that, those are my career goals, I guess, and like dreams and aspirations. I mean, I know it sounds bad. This isn't meant to sound bad or even lazy, and if it does, whatever. But I'm always really a driven person, so I know it's not that way. But as of right now, like, obviously I'm going to have to work for my child, and I'm going to have to pay the bills somehow or another. But when it comes to me now, like that, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, whatever I wanted to be or do, it's like, it's gone. And that sounds depressing to some people, but it's not really to me. Like, I didn't get pregnant on purpose, but the one thing I can always say I've ever wanted to be, like, is a mom. Like, people say, like, the only thing I've ever wanted to be is this or that, like, and they say, like, careers, and, I mean, I've always wanted to be a psychologist, but more than anything, I've always wanted to be a mom, so Now my dreams are for my child, and I hope my child gets to do whatever it wants. And my dreams and hopes and whatever is on the back burner. But, that's alright. Like, I'm always going to work to pay the bills, but, like, I mean, in my opinion, I don't care where I have to. If I have to work at Spencer's for the rest of my life to pay for my child, that's fine. I mean, as long as my child has a roof over their head, and food to eat, and clothes to wear, like, I'll be alright with that. And as long as they get to do what they want to do with their life, like, it's better to work at Spencer's or Auntie Anne's your whole life than not have a job at all. So, I mean, that's not what I want. I'm gonna go back to school, and my, the baby's dad already has a degree. He's having a little trouble finding a job in his area, and he's gonna probably go back to school too, and this is gonna, I hate saying this, words taste terrible in my mouth, but having a baby now makes it easier for me to get financial aid. I know that sounds really bad, and that's kind of like the ghetto Democrat way to do things. I hate saying that. Sorry to any of my, like, followers or anything, but that's just not me. I mean, like, when I went to school, I was paying for it out of pocket, my books, everything, and I just saw all these women, and mostly women, some men coming to school on financial aid, and most of them is because they have kids, and they just didn't care about school. They did half their homework, were barely getting by, and here I am paying everything out of pocket, and working my ass off, getting straight A's, being on the dean's list. It's like, why don't I deserve that money? And now I think I do, but I've never been a parent before. This is my first time, so maybe, I mean, I'm trying not to be judgmental and say, like, oh my god, you suck at school. Like, maybe they weren't like that. Maybe they were like me before they had a baby, but, I mean, it's gonna be rough, but I guess that leads me to my next thing. I've been against abortion, always, always, always. And I just feel like I'm 21 years old. I'll be almost 22 when the baby gets here. Like, it's not the worst situation in the world. I've been through some college, 2.5 years. I could go back and get my degree relatively quickly. It's just the money. I'm not 16 and in high school. Like, I mean, I might not be that much better off. Like, God knows I have issues keeping a car running, and still, live with my parents as of right now, but that's gonna change in like 3 weeks, so it's not even worth mentioning at this point, because we're just moving in at the beginning of the month so that we don't have to pay like half a month of rent. So yeah, but that's about it. Sorry if I got all deep on you and if I offended anyone because of your political or whatever views, but I just never been a moocher. I mean, like I said, some people deserve assistance, and it's fine, but I don't know. I don't even know if I want to be that person. Part of me would rather just, like, not go to school than borrow money. Sounds fucked up, but when I was paying, I was literally, like, it was money that I had. Like, I would not get any loans. Like, I was paying for it for 2 years. So, it was hard, so I get why people need help, but I don't know. I'm talking in circles. See, I just need to go to bed. Good night. Bye, whatever. I'm gonna eat my fucking beef jerky now, because I've been dying to eat this the whole time I've been talking.